Hey, what's up, y'all? So I just did a Snapchat version of this, but also want to do a video because I kind of want to do like a stream of consciousness, and I want to get more of my thoughts out because on Snapchat, if it gets too long, then the viewership kind of drops down. But I did kind of want to do this for me so I can look back on in the future and see that, hey, maybe I've come a long way. And so the post game report is on the Collision conference, and I want to share with you my experience both as a volunteer first and then as an attendee. You see, when I first heard about it, I was telling everyone how I heard about the conference first from an Instagram ad, and so I was joking about it with Kevin, one of the guys I was working with, and we're joking about how the ad worked, and I'm glad it worked because it certainly got me, and I was interested because there aren't too many tech conferences in New Orleans. So as soon as I saw Collision and I saw the opportunity to volunteer, I immediately hopped on board um, because not only is it a worthwhile experience, but the general admission ticket started off, I believe, around $500, and progressively got more expensive as time went on, the later you registered. So I definitely think it was a good trade-off. So I ended up working two shifts, two 6-hour shifts, for a total of 12 hours. And let's say I was worth $10 an hour, that would be $120. Let's say if I was worth $20 an hour, that would only still be $240, which is definitely less than the amount that I would have to pay for the ticket. So yeah, definitely a good trade-off there. If anything, I definitely got a lot more value, obviously, because not only do I get to attend the conference, but I also get to see, um, all the speakers and that knowledge and wisdom from all the CEOs, the C-level executives, basically, and a lot of the high-level people in all of the big and successful businesses out there. Getting that knowledge from them is invaluable. And the knowledge range from marketing to mindset, anything from how to handle failure to how to grow a company successfully, how to scale a company without skimping on quality. That was a good talk, actually. Everything from that to industry insights, where the industry is at right now currently, and where the industry is heading. And then on top of that, there there were three sections where exhibitors can set up their booths, and those three sections were called beta. Well, it starts off at alpha, beta, and startup, and I'm saying them in that order because alpha alpha was the companies or the startups that were super new. I talked to a lot of them, and some of them were only around for a few months, as low as a few months, and maybe some were a little bit more than that. But essentially, the alphas were the newbies, right? And then the beta, I believe, had to have reached like the $1 million mark or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Maybe it's a $1 million in revenue, or they raise $1 million. I'm not sure, but beta is kind of in the middle, and startup track is the ones where they've been around longer, and I guess I forgot the exact terminology, but pretty much they're the oldest of the group, maybe more successful as well. So I talked to a whole lot of alphas, of course, because since they were new, they were more willing and eager to tell everyone about their idea, and so I talked to mostly alphas, and I talked to a few betas and maybe one or two startups. But I was super interested in the alphas because, like I said, they were just more eager to talk to you and spend time with you. They went. I don't think they were quite worried about who you were. Like, they weren't trying to figure out if you were someone important, like an investor or something like that. So that's what I liked about the alphas, and even though I found that a lot of the alphas had ideas that had already been done, I have to give them credit for actually doing right. There's a lot to be said about doing something that's already been done, but doing it in a slightly different way and in your own unique way, and you never know what can happen from that. That can spark some flame for another app or another company that they start later down the line, or they very well could be successful because they have that unique thing about their execution of it that makes them different and ultimately successful maybe. um, yeah, definitely. I think looking back on it now, definitely a lot of apps a lot of apps for all kinds of things. I think there was an app that allows you to send files. um, t- t- there are already apps that exist that allow you to send files, but this one allows you to send it anonymously, and so there are no trace of the file on the server. And yeah, I can't remember all of them, but definitely a lot of interesting ideas. And ultimately, it it got me very inspired because of all the people that were chasing, their dream, doing their thing. Got me inspired, got me thinking bigger in terms of the things that I do, and it also got me to think differently. Because a lot of them, like I said, were doing a lot of the same things, but they might have that one little thing that they did differently, and that one little thing is usually called the unique selling proposition or the competitive advantage. And that's something that we need to think about, whenever we do whatever we do, because at the end of the day, mm, I think in whatever we do, you got to remember that our unique selling proposition or our competitive advantage could very well be ourselves, because there is only one us. And um, yeah, I just want you guys to remember that. And 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 yeah, that's it. That's my post game report on the Collision Conference. If you watched it on my Snapchat, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had fun doing it there, doing some exclusive snaps for y'all. And if you didn't catch it on Snap, then you better add me right here. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.